In a timeline spanning almost 300 years, the Royal Bank of Scotland Group has garnered a reputation for innovation and reliability. But RBS is not just admired externally, its people also have good things to say about working for the organisation. Employee feedback through the annual opinion survey positively increases year on year. The response rate in 2005 was 86%, and for the first time the group scored above the global financial services norm in all categories. In March 2006, the RBS Group's retail banking network took 4th place in the Sunday Times 100 Best Companies to Work For. So, what exactly is RBS doing right that others can learn from?
The award is based on the responses from a number of our people in a questionnaire as a reflection of how people feel about working in RBS retail. They believe that it's a great place to work because of the spirit and desire to exceed, the positive relationship with colleagues. They believe that their judgments are respected and they feel valued. And they also too believe the overall benefits package is great. The placing confirms our position as an employer of choice, successfully attracting, retaining and motivating highly skilled people. One of our core values is teamworking, and I believe this award demonstrates teamworking at its very best between HR and the business. And we're all delighted to have received the 4th placing, but we want to raise the bar next time around.
Today, RBS is the largest bank in Scotland, the 2nd largest in the UK and Europe, and is amongst the top 10 largest banks in the world, by market capitalisation being worth over £50 billion. Its shares have a primary listing on the London Stock Exchange. And what's more, RBS can now boast of an innovative new complex in Edinburgh.
The context for the Gogarburn complex was that we had a large number of buildings spread throughout Edinburgh, and we wanted to, as you would expect, come together in a more singular fashion. That resulted in the opportunity to build something here at Gogarburn, which is on the outskirts of Edinburgh. We felt it was very important from the beginning of the project to involve the people who are actually going to work here in what this facility should look like. So throughout the whole process we had a number of focus groups with employees who were going to work here, asking them for their input, finding out the things they like, what was important, and through that process we put in place here the facilities that people valued and wanted. I mean, what we have here is a kind of microcosm almost of what people would be expecting to do in a kind of large organisation. There's obviously workspace, which is flexible, very comfortable for people to work in. There's a staff restaurant which caters for the inputs we receive from people about the different types of catering they wanted. We then have a number of what you might call retail facilities. There's a Tesco Metro supermarket, there's a florist, there's a dry cleaners, there's a pharmacy, there's a Starbucks. In the Gogarburn campus more generally we have other facilities. There's a full-size gym and swimming pool. There's a medical suite, a nursery for people who have got young children. So there's a whole range of facilities here that are designed to make people feel very engaged and connected to the organisation.
But what keeps 140,000 people at RBS?
I think one of the main reasons why RBS is a good company to work for is it's a growth-based company. So it's a company which is really about driving organic growth. And with that focus on growth, I think it creates an environment where people are encouraged to be innovative, to be creative, to look at how we can actually grow the business. And of course that growth makes us attractive because increasingly it's overseas. And within that, that creates a very dynamic environment where people are given the opportunity to take advantage of a whole range of possibilities for them. You're encouraged to network, to seek out opportunities. There's good support in the training and development front. As well as good reward packages and so on.
Another innovative development for RBS is the creation of a business school, a bespoke place of learning situated in its new Edinburgh complex. The business school is central to the group's commitment to bring out the best in its people and give them confidence to lead in a challenging environment. The learning programmes are run in conjunction with some of the world's best business schools.
The business school at the Royal Bank is a real bricks and mortar statement of the investment in the leadership development of our existing leaders and our future leaders for our big global organisation. It was designed with a view to a number of places. Boston, in terms of Harvard, we looked at Kellogg, Wharton. We even looked at Crotonville, the famous place that GE have their executive school, and also some real cutting areas like Boeing as well. The actual physical building is designed to really deepen that learning experience. So the auditorium, the classrooms, the breakout rooms, the bedrooms, the facilities here are really of a great quality standard. So people feel special, but their focus is on the work they do here, the work in terms of solving problems for the business, solving business issues collectively together in a creative way. And they're not distracted in any way, but the building the facilities enhance the total experience. So in 2003, we ran our first programme. It's on strategy and service excellence with Harvard. And there were 225 executives that went through that programme. We've worked with Harvard over those years, and we've run strategy and service excellence, leadership, customer marketing management, and this year, innovation for our executives. We're really making sure that our executive education development is targeted to our business needs and also the needs of our executives. It is very customed and tailored to what we actually want to achieve.
So how does HR support and add value to the business?
I'm a development technical partner from Group Resourcing and Development, and I work with Manufacturing Division and Group Central Functions, which is around about 28,000 people, primarily UK based. So I work really closely so that I understand the business and the people within the business and what the capability of the people are within the business, so that way we can make sure that we've undertaken a real diagnostic so that we know what the drivers for change are, and also that we can articulate what our measures of success will be so that we know that we've enhanced our people and leadership capability within our business areas.
My job title is an HR projects consultant in a central HR area called Group HR Policy and Employment. I add value to the business through a number of ways really. If we took a development of a new policy, such as absence or maternity, probably a better example, developing a policy which is competitive with our external competitors, of course, but also user-friendly, innovative, something which can help with attraction and retention of people. And when they're here, add as something to engage people more effectively, that adds value in terms of shareholder value.
My job title at RBS is HR Business Partner for Group Technology and Technology Integration. I think it adds value by very much being seen as a member of the business team. So you are understanding what the business is trying to achieve, and not just the people issues. You're being seen as somebody who's got a point of view. So calling that HR with attitude, which is we have an opinion on things, but the only way obviously to be listened to and to actually be allowed to have that opinion is if you understand what the business is trying to achieve.
Well, I think when you look at RBS and where it's going, it's about growth. And one of the other key issues which the group faces is it's becoming a more international organisation. So already we have a third of our employees outside the UK. We have over 40% of our profits coming from outside of the UK. When you look at the issues that we have as an organisation, they're actually very good issues to have. They're the challenges of maximising your opportunity. That's one of the reasons also that RBS is a great place to be, because you're actually focused on the good problems, not the bad problems.